Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I am Ellie frickin' Stinkin' Jer, and wow, we have got so much going on in professional wrestling that it's it's almost like trying to think of the right way to put it. So you have it's like clear cut, right? With the NFL or even Major League Baseball, even though American League, National League, some have pitchers that hit and some have hitters that pitch and blah, 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 right? But I tell you, there is so much going on right now that it's hard to keep up with who is who in the zoo. And, we've watched some of the free agents get on the road, get on the move, and they were able to take advantage of their celebrity. And, you've got Ash, who, she toiled in the WWE for a little while, didn't make much noise, and now here she is showing up in TNA. And kudos to TNA, they rebranded, they've got a new TV deal, and they're doing a lot of big stuff. So great job to them. And like I said originally, having Moose as your champion is definitely the way to go. This cat is marketable. He looks the part, and nothing against Alex Shelley or any of the previous champions, but I think Moose was the last TNA champion when they rebranded to Impact, and now they're back, as TNA. And I'm digging it. I'm here for it, and I love it. He looks great. Love the titles, and I think the women's title, the Knockouts title, turned out the best. But that's my opinion. Everybody is entitled to that exact thing. So, but there's a lot going on in TNA. There's a lot going on in NXT with all the call-ups and everything that's going on. They're getting ready to drop some of the new Neil deals, and those are the next ones up, right? So how is that going to go with the current? I don't know the current class that's in the Performance Center. So, you turn around Braun Breaker and the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, they win the NXT Tag Team Championships. So then you're turning around and you're looking, and there's freaking Braun Breaker signing with SmackDown. Okay, cool. So he's going to ride both shows or whatever. Right, wrong, and different. I'm here for it. I think it's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Baron Corbin, some of the best work that he's been doing, and he recently spoke about it's been 6 years since my guy has held the title. And this is a guy who squandered away a Money in the Bank. And I don't know that this is hitting the reboot, or if this is, he's going to be a multi-time Intercontinental and United States champion. Maybe he holds the tag team titles a few times. And there's nothing wrong with that. You look at the Road Warriors. Oh, you can't compare the Road Warriors to Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. Okay, fine. Compared some of the other wrestlers that have held Intercontinental, United States, European titles and tag team championships, and were never world champion. Now, the first name that everybody's going to go, oh yeah, R-Truth. Hold up. My guy has been the NWA world champion. So there's that. And I think, the character work that R-Truth is doing right now, he pops everyone. So, like I said, there's a lot going on in professional wrestling, and TNA is rebranded. TNA let Scott DaMore go. There's a lot going on with that. And, you can go through all of the different sources. You can go through Fightful. I read a lot on Raha, and then Sports Illustrated has done some really, really good. I don't know if it's deep dive is the right word or right explanation, but they've done some good work with what they're putting on. Plus, you have Wrestling Inc. and some of the Canadian distribution media sites, because of the amount of time that TNA is spending in Canada. Maybe I'm not 100% sure, but so Scott DaMore wanted to buy TNA. He wanted to run the budget up, and Anthem was like, no bueno, not here for it. And as a result, he's no longer with the company. Now, if you're going to go through and you're going to tell me, who do you want booking and in charge of creative for TNA? Of all the names that you could throw out, and considering what the roster construction, and who knows the roster the best, right? Oh yeah, there's some senior personalities and talents that are in the locker room, and I'm sure everybody has a certain level of credibility. But if you roll out to me Tommy Dreamer as the head of talent relations and basically Triple H's equivalent on TNA, I'm in. And if you don't listen to Busted Open or the House of Hardcore, I think he hasn't been as active on it. Tommy Dreamer hasn't been as active on it, but this cat can book to the story, from the story, left, right, and different. And I think it's a really great hire. Oh, I'm a Scott DaMore fan, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Scott DaMore is not available to hold this position. Who else are you going to hire? Oh, I love Scott DaMore. Okay, fine. You love Scott DaMore. I think he has a lot of excellent qualities, and the work that he's done with TNA. I am a TNA fan. I'm not busting on anything, but the powers that be decided that Scott DaMore was going to have to take his talents elsewhere. Does he go to NWA? NWA's got a deal with CW. Do they want to change how they're booking? Maybe not. Maybe, Ring of Honor, and allow Tony Khan to completely separate Ring of Honor from AEW. And if you're looking at, oh, well, I like this product, or I like this performer, or whatever, would a separation between Ring of Honor and AEW be a clean-cut distinction between the two different companies? You have a world champion who has been defending the Triple Crown Championship more than the Ring of Honor World Title. And not that that Eddie Kingston doesn't want to defend the title. It's just that's how he's being booked. So, kudos to everything that's going on over there. I really enjoy Ring of Honor. I like the way it's filmed, produced. I love the performers. My favorite tag team is the Infantry, without a doubt. And I hope that they're holding some Ring of Honor championships here in short order. And, I don't see why they wouldn't. So Ring of Honor, AEW, TNA. TNA decided, hey, you know what? We are going to re-sign the just someone who deserves to be in the championship hunt because of the caliber of work that he puts in, and that's Josh Alexander. So he recently re-signed, and he's a big supporter of Scott DaMore. Good for him. He's re-signed. Everything is good. Now, here's a curveball for our wrestling faithful who know what's going on, as far as like professional wrestling and where the heat is and blah blah blah, right? So Ace Steel is now a producer for TNA. Now, after everything that went on over in AEW, he didn't go with CM Punk to the WWE, and he is now a producer with TNA. And I don't know if he's worth his weight in gold, but he's a producer, and we'll see what's going to happen. Now, a couple of my favorite wrestlers that are TNA faithful, obviously, the ones that pop up, AJ Styles, he's with the WWE now. Deonna Purrazzo, the Virtuosa, is just freaking amazing. She's all elite. And then we have my fellow Bella Woodsman, my devil dog of devil dogs, Steve Macklin. Tag him and bag him. He is set to become a free agent. Now, he did make it through the WWE system. He spent some time in NXT, and he ended up going off on his own. He is a former Impact / TNA champion, and he is a phenomenal, performer and exceptional on the mic. So if he ends up at TNA, re-signing with TNA, good for TNA. I don't know that that's the case because they're not necessarily interested in bloating the roster, both with personnel and cost. But you could theoretically see him in an AEW ring. Wow. Oh, man. Or with Ring of Honor. And just the booking, my mind is running with this, and I think there's a lot of opportunity. Now, we're getting ready for a pay-per-view that's coming up very, very shortly where Moose will defend his championship against Alex Shelley. And, again, nothing against Alex Shelley. I think he was a suitable champion. I don't know if this was a deal, kind of trying to make things right. And, he got to carry the world championship for a little while. And it is what it is, right? My least favorite term. But, we have Moose as your world champion over in TNA. And, that is going to be a lot of fun. There are so many pay-per-views getting ready to come up. And I hope everybody's got their timers set, because you're getting up at 4 a.m. to watch Elimination Chamber. And I posted recently on X how the stadium and what the Elimination Chamber looks like, the ring itself. Holy wow. Perth, you guys are going to bring the freaking house down. And I am absolutely beside myself. I cannot wait. So definitely check all of that out, and flip through some of the shows that we've got coming up in professional wrestling. A lot of work going on over in New Japan. New Japan Strong is doing a lot of stuff in the Central and Northern California area. Kudos to Osprey, his swan song. He did some justice with Revolve. He took the L and did a job for Oku. So I thought the match was 5 stars, and I think I've given 1 5-star in my previous reviews. and it was to Osprey. Osprey and Omega were, hands down. So a lot of good stuff going on. And NXT, that roster is getting revamped. We've got my girl Tiffy, the Tiffy Top. She's over with the WWE. Jade Cargill is officially on the WWE roster. Excited to see what show, what brand she ends up on. And you gotta stay tuned. And if you're interested in what's going on in professional wrestling, definitely come check us out here in the No Shave Man Cave. We'll be posting a lot more in the know type stuff. We're not going to be smart fans and do any kind of spoilers or whatever, but we want to get everybody ready for WrestleMania. So WrestleMania is in April, and Jay Tilly and I are going to be there live and nationwide, and we are so freaking jacked to the nines, and look forward to seeing everybody there. So great job to TNA. Thank you for the amazing rebranding and the effort that's going in. Scott DaMore, thank you for everything that you did for TNA. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope everything works out the way it's supposed to. Tommy Dreamer, congratulations to being in charge of talent relations and booking. It's a lot, so I'm sure you're getting blown up left, right, and everywhere in between. So keep up the good work over there in TNA. Keep up the good work as a fan. Thank you so much for checking us out here in the No Shave Man Cave. All the love we've gotten to get to our 500,000 loves and likes and downloads of our podcast. Freaking bonkers. So couldn't be any happier. Come check us out here on the tube of you. Hit that like, subscribe. Let us know what you'd like to see us change up a little bit, because we can only get better with a little bit of your input. So thanks for checking us out here in the No Shave Man Cave. I'm Ellie Jair. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the floor.